Hi everyone, and welcome to Peter A's Adventures. Welcome to the latest video, the Reseller Lads Live. Welcome to the topic.
Welcome. About you, Derek?
A's Adventures.
I don't think it's me.
It was me, sorry.
Oh, Andrew.
Okay, that's
Very classy. Today's topic is storage issues and how to deal with it. So what I'll do, I'll go through who I see on my bottom of the screen, and you can introduce a few seconds on your reselling and your channels. So we go down the line. First off is Corey. Do you want to introduce yourself and your channel?
Hello. So my name is Corey, otherwise known as Power Reselling on YouTube. I make videos like sales updates, all the general kind of like reseller type stuff. Also over on Instagram at Corey J Journey. Yeah, I mean, that's about it really. I'm looking forward to the live stream.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. And Derek?
Yeah, my name's Derek, also known as Tap Peddler on YouTube. I'm a full-time reseller. Yeah, that's about it really.
And George?
Hi everyone, I'm George Ross. My channel is called Retro Reselling. Specialise in mid-century collectibles, etc. Yeah, that's me.
Cool. And Z?
Hi, I'm Zahir. I've got a channel on YouTube called Zahir Malik, and we basically sell on eBay, and yeah, that's it.
Excellent. And obviously, I'm Peter from Peter A's Adventures, part-time eBay reseller, an all-round legend. Yeah. So, what I'll do? Got any questions?
What about me?
Oh yes, Andrew as well. Sorry.
Say the best till last. Hi everyone. I'm Andrew from Money Mental UK, the YouTube channel dedicated to money and mental health. I'm a part-time eBay reseller and a full-time civil servant.
Lovely, brilliant. Obviously, if you've got any questions, then do put question and what your question is. And if anyone sees a question, just go up and answer it. We've got to topic today, storage issues and how to deal with it. So I've picked out a few questions. If you've got any questions, and let me know. And I'll just go up the chat a bit, see who we got in. I won't read everyone out, but quite a few. We've got obviously Millionaire Militaria, Peter Cummins, Stream Andrew, Tap Peddler, Peter Harrison, Rich Payne, Margaret Stewart. Let's go down the list. Aid, Chris B, Sue, Jay Burke, who else? Rachel Hughes, James Collects, Laura Stubbs, Tyler Heron, Pleasant Valley Picker.
Mr. Diggs is in.
He's indeed, yes. KFC Reselling, Dave, Adrian, BCP, who's always there, LTG, Matt from Retro Reselling, and lots of other people there as well. So talking about the storage issues and how you deal with it. So I'll go down the line, and first question is, what was your storage like when you first started reselling? So that question gets thrown to Corey first.
So my storage when I first started reselling, it started in my room, still kind of is in my room. Like I do a few bits that are kind of kept outside of here now, but it was difficult because before I moved into this room, I was in a super small bedroom, and it really did make it difficult at a point. Like, this is such a relevant topic for me because there was a point when I basically had so much stuff, and it was an area that I was trying to like live in, sleep in, and resell from, and it was really difficult at a certain point. So yeah, I mean, ideally don't start reselling out of your bedroom if you can help it, especially if you want to scale it up. That's probably the most input I could say for where I first started out, I would say, most likely.
Yeah, that's a really good tip, actually. I like that tip. And the same question goes to Derek as well.
Yeah, when I first started, I was basically just operating from the room you see here. So I had my shelving I've got at the back there, and I had it all piled up the sides of the walls with boxes. And then I decided I really need to get better storage, so I built a garage, which I'll probably mention a bit later.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Derek, you're saying about your garage. What sort of things do you put in your garage, and is it mainly the bigger things, or is it boxes, or?
I put majority of my stuff I put in my garage, but I'm quite aware of it getting damp and things like that. So anything that like books and things like that, I'll keep in my office still. So I still have quite a lot of listed stock in this office, but I try to put most of it in the garage if I can.
Yeah, fair enough. And then George, the same goes to you. What was your storage like when you first started reselling?
When I very first started reselling, without the wife knowing, it was literally down the side of my bed.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Pack it up as high as you can, get away with, sell that, and build it up again. Then I transferred to the loft, then transferred to outside. But now I've got a garage. I keep like furniture and that in there. That works well. And then got my storage unit now. So
yeah, it's always a good thing to have to progress throughout.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest for newbies to go straight for a renting unit. To start, if you can get out of the house, like in a out, but yeah, do it in stages.
And then obviously the same goes to Andrew.
Yes, we're currently sat in what was my original storage. I might even try and work the webcam around. You can still see some of it here. This is one of my spare bedrooms that ended up being overtaken by Tat, and is now turning into my home office. But literally, like, I've had storage in every single stuff stored in every single room of this house, including the bathrooms and wherever else. But now I've finally got a shipping container, so the Tat is all moving out of the house. It's getting
that's always good, because you kind of like don't want to fall over it, especially when you get out of bed.
Oh yeah, then it got so bad at one stage. I was even sleeping with the stuff on one side of the bed. So
God,
I've decided for the future of my not becoming single. And oh no, hang on. I decided if I don't want to be single in the future, I need to actually get that sorted out. So
yeah, pretty much, yep. Yeah, that's cool. And obviously the same goes to usually what was your storage like when you first started reselling?
Ka-ching. Whose ka-ching was that?
Mate.
Nice. Yeah, when I first started, it was pretty much the usual, where it was shoving stuff in the spare bedroom. We had like a really small box bedroom in the house down south. Hi Nick, by the way.
Hi guys.
Yeah, and it got really quickly filled up, because at the time I was really into auctions, and I was buying a lot of like clothing by they used to auction bags of them, and I'd be getting them delivered by the pallet. So I'd end up with pallets of clothes that I just literally got to the point where I was just opening the door and just flinging the bag in, and it was stupid. So I wouldn't recommend that.
No, fair enough. And obviously Nick has just joined, so
Yes.
obviously a lot of people would know your channel. So just do an introduction to yourself and your YouTube channel, Nick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Nick. I sell stuff on the internet, and I've got a YouTube channel. There you go.
Lovely.
I'm sorry I'm late. We've just had dinner, so
yeah, don't worry, mate. That's fine. Perfectly fine. And first question was, what was your storage like when you first started reselling, Nick?
Shocking, really bad. We were at that point living in a rented, like, 2 up, 2 down house with a baby, and we had stock literally everywhere. Ellen's room, it was stacked up in there. It was under our bed. It was in the living room. It was an embarrassment, really. So yeah, not good when we started, but we made do, you know, which is what you do.
Yeah, of course, that's what you got to do. Just make do, and then obviously over the years you'll get obviously what you got behind you, a decent enough storage area. Let's have a look, and if anyone sees any questions in the topic, do just go and say them. Smart reselling.
There's a question that's just come up from Kez18.
Okay.
What was your very first item you specifically purchased to sell on eBay, and did you make a profit?
Oh, I got it. Sell. Oh, I can't remember actually. It was about over 3 years ago now. I'll actually put that question to the what was your first item you specifically purchased to sell on eBay, and did you make a profit? Let's go for Corey.
I couldn't remember.
No, I said I'm like,
it's such a difficult question to remember because especially when you're first getting into reselling, everything's so like blurred. You have no idea what.
Yeah, you're just picking out everything.
Probably a bop it. I'm gonna say. I used to sell a lot of those. So
Fair enough.
it.
Yeah, I think for me it's probably some sort of game related thing.
I've got an unusual one, if you want to know mine.
Yeah, going in.
Not actually an item. I used to be big into FIFA. I think, what year? FIFA 12, Ultimate Team, you can buy and sell players for coins and that.
All right.
And I cottoned on that you could buy someone's team on eBay. So I bought a virtual online.
Oh,
Has George died?
We've lost
he
him.
might have died. Yeah, he's
I
gone a
thought
bit.
it was just my internet.
Oh. Okay.
George?
Hello. All right.
He's frozen, I think.
Okay.
Well, we'll never get to hear the end of that story, folks.
It's doubtful he's
okay.
actually died. He's just dropped off the air.
Yeah, he's
He's done a Corey.
he'll be back in a bit. So I'd say that question: which first item you particularly purchased on eBay purchased to sell on eBay? Did you make a profit? Derek, do you remember that one?
Not really. It depends on whether it's the recent reselling or my very original reselling. I remember the first ever item I ever listed on eBay, which was a antivirus software I bought from the boot sale. I bought a bundle of them. And I was selling stuff at a market at the time, and I put this on eBay as well, just to see what happened. And yeah, I sold a few on eBay. So that was late 90s, 98, 99.
All right.
Like
Cool.
that. But yeah, the recent restart of my reselling career, I can't remember. I'm not really sure.
Cool. And obviously the same to Andrew.
Yeah, I think first items I bought to resell was some Eagle Moss Star Trek Discovery ships with magazines. I paid about 20 quid for 2 of them, and I sold them for between 40 and 50 quid each.
That's a nice profit then. That's all right.
Yeah, happy with that return. I think that wasn't my first sale though. My first sale was a copy of Assassin's Creed on PC CD-ROM.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. And then obviously,
actually, that's all entirely wrong. That's the first stuff I sold when I started reselling. First thing I sold on eBay itself before then was a camper van.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Private sale, that wasn't.
Yeah, that's cool, mate. And then obviously I relay that question to Nick as well.
Well, the first thing I ever sold was my own property, and that was a Chemical Brothers single called Loops of Fury, and I listed that just to try out eBay because I was new to it. And that would have been in 98, I believe. The first thing I ever bought thinking I can sell this for profit was Game & Watch. That's how I got into eBay anyway, because I was on there searching for ones to buy and was shocked at the prices they were fetching. Even then, they've gone up way more. So I started picking up ones, even if they were duplicates of my collection, and selling them on eBay. And then I ended up selling my whole collection because I needed the money. So
No, that's fair enough, mate. Yeah. And I will say that to Z in a bit, but he's muted himself. So let's have a look at the chat.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
No, I'm muted in case
Muted
I'm
as well.
sneezing or something. I can't remember if I'm honest. I've still got stuff that I've bought to sell that I haven't sold. So like this thing. I bought that to resell within the first few days. That was one of my very first purchases, and it never sold. I paid 10p for it. Now I just keep
That
it.
could be your mascot now.
Yeah,
I'll give you a quid for it now.
Yeah.
no, I'm keeping him now. But yeah,
Yeah, my
What is that?
It's a little Intel bunny, man. They from when the Intel Pentium processors came out, there used to be TV adverts with these guys dancing around. Yeah, you know, they work in the CPU fabrication like factories. I paid 10p and I was really excited. I remember making a video saying, "Oh, this should go really well. It's so cool." Blah blah blah. But it wasn't. I had it listed for yonks for like a tenner. No one ever bought it, even from 10p to a tenner. So,
I reckon that's one of those. Put it away for 20 years, and it'll be worth something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep him now. So
keep him as a big mascot.
Just keep him.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I'm
You're right
back.
there, George. What happened there?
Pardon?
Oh, George's.
Oh,
George has returned. It's the return of the Rock.
Yeah,
I've done a blonde moment.
with
I've got everything's set up, done my hair, didn't plug in the laptop, did I? So it died.
Ah, no, fair enough, dude. Okay, let's have a look. The question. Only got questions down here.
Oh, can we hear George's FIFA story?
Yeah, I wanna hear
wanna
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he
go on.
told. Yeah.
No, don't worry now.
Sure.
How far
Okay.
did you get?
What did you sell your FIFA team for, George? Come on, tell us.
Oh, yeah. So, Condon, you could buy virtual teams on eBay. And I bought a team for £200. Transferred all the players over to my account and then sold the players individually for virtual coins. I think it was about 10 million coins I made, and then sold the coins on eBay at 100,000 each for like £12 per 100,000 coins, if that makes sense. And I made a shed load. Yeah, it was good. But then other people got undone, and that died. But that was my first sort of money making scheme, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's not too bad. That's pretty good.
Are you still allowed to sell virtual stuff like that on eBay? I'm not sure if they've clamped down on that or not.
It was a bit shady at the time, like you had to, because it was virtual. There was no sort of how to explain it. Basically, no.
Yeah, I thought so. You have to have a physical item, don't you? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
believe so.
saying no. I just bought a Windows key the other day, and that was just I got an email, a message with a link with the key, and that was it. People still do it. I mean, it's probably against the.
You can buy Now TV vouchers on the the electronic ones that people get with their boxes, because I've bought a few of those before. You just get emailed the code.
It would be interesting to see what eBay's actual take on that is, and what the wording is in the restrictions, because I'm not sure, I'll be honest.
This was back in like 2011, 2012, so yonks ago, yeah.
And I think PayPal have just made a change to their buyer protection, so that you can now buy things like virtual gift cards and get protection if it doesn't come through.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Okay, let's have a look. Just popping in and see if I've got any questions. Can't see any at the moment. Oh, DMH Products got a question, which we probably answered a million times. What was the most you sold an item for on eBay? So, Corey?
I'm pretty sure we've answered this question every single live we've done.
Yeah.
Mine was the famous wrestling video lot that broke up a marriage. It went for about 250, I think.
Shall we answer it for each other, because we all know our answer?
Yeah.
Andrew's was a camp. Was it a camper van, Andrew? Was that your highest one?
It was, yeah.
Nick's was also a camper van.
Well, that wasn't for profit.
Yeah.
What was my one for profit, Corey?
Your one for profit was Hardhead.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure George's was. It was like something you find outside charity shops, right?
Rupert Bear, yeah.
That's the one.
Bear,
I can't remember Derek's, and I'm not sure what Peter's or Zahir's is either.
Well, mine was a sealed, boxed, a brand new Wii that I sold, I think, for like a few years ago for way over 100. Can't remember exactly, but something like that.
Pete Harrison's got a question.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
He's recently been involved in a Facebook group argument about the ethics of flipping items from charity shops. What do you guys think?
I wouldn't bother getting involved in the argument.
We're here to argue.
Yeah, true.
So we're going to argue.
My view on that is, if you go into a charity shop and you pay the price they want to sell it for, it's of no consequence to them what you go and do with it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where the ethics come into that. If you're saying, I mean, we've had that thrown at us at car boot sales and jumble sales, saying you're ripping off charities by buying at jumble sales, etc. But we're paying what everyone else wants. You know,
Yeah,
what
of course
they
we
are
are.
charging, and we're donating to charity. I
Yeah.
can't see why what we go on to do with it is of any consequence to the charity.
Well,
They're not really
reselling-
getting money out of it, so
Exactly. The way that I see it, it makes me feel good when I buy things from charity shops because you're giving money to the charity, if that makes any sense. I have no remorse. There is no like feeling of anything going wrong when I'm doing it because you are literally giving money to charity when you're buying things from there. So
We're doing this. I spend like between £200 and £500 a month, and if I
Mhm.
wasn't, I'd probably spend a tenner a month. So
exactly.
I'd say it's best, like Andrew said, just don't get involved in conversations like that because
yeah,
people
definitely.
who've got those views don't understand the full picture. And if you really want to take things to like logical conclusions, I mean, pretty much most people have or have owned an iPhone, yet they don't lose sleep over people jumping off the top of the iPhone chip making factories because they work under such horrible conditions. People don't care when they kick around footballs that are sewn together by 5-year-old kids in India and Pakistan. So do you know what I mean? Guys,
Yeah,
put some
totally.
perspective on it, because if you want to get really careful about, you know, the morality of your purchasing, whether that's personally or for profit, you know, come on.
It's a can of worms.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to end that conversation, I'd say if you took the money that resellers put into charity shops out of the equation, charity shops would close.
Totally, yep.
So, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Ran over.
Yep, I never done, yep.
So back to storage.
Yes, definitely. Next question I've got. What storage do you have now? And how much did it cost you, your storage? So we'll go to Corey for that one.
So the storage I have now is more or less the same as the storage I had previously. I've just got some different type of shelving units now. These are the same ones that Ben Fitzpatrick used. I bought them through the link that was on his video. So if that was an affiliate link, you're welcome, Ben, by the way.
Yeah, that the ones that are falling down.
No, actually, that was the other one. Those
right.
were like the metal ones.
That one on the far right, Corey, which might be your left, is about to collapse. Any
This one
minute
here?
now, that's going to collapse, that one.
That's the one with the least stuff on it. Some of these ones are like, they're crazy packed up. But yeah, no, I think they cost about like £20 each, maybe. Super useful. Like you can stack them as high as you can. Wouldn't recommend it because one fell down on me for trying to go too high before, but you can stack them up higher than like you get them in. So that's one of the benefits. Yeah, I mean, like storage wise, I'm still just doing it out of my room. I'm just in a bigger room now and I've got a bit more organization going on. I mean, that's probably...
Sorry, you're doing what out of your room now, Corey?
I'm doing what?
What you're doing out of your room, sorry, Corey?
You don't want to know, Andrew. Taking parcels to the post office. But yeah, I mean, that's probably about it in all honesty. Still out of the bedroom, I've just got nicer shelving units, really. I can fit more stuff on them.
Yeah, that's a good thing though. If you know like where all your stock is, so you don't have to keep hunting around for it.
Yeah, exactly. SKUs all day.
Yeah, definitely. And then same to you, Derek. What storage have you got now? And yeah, basically, what storage have you got?
Yeah, well, I quickly ran out of space in this office, so I needed to put stock somewhere else. So what I did, I got friendly with my Hermes shop owner, and he had a lockup that he was getting rid of. So initially, I think he did actually offer me the lockup, and I could sort of take over the rental, but I didn't want to do that because it was so far away. But he had a load of shelving in there, and he'd clad it with polystyrene sheets. So what I actually did is empty his lockup for him, and I took all his shelving and his polystyrene sheets, and I bought one of those concrete garages, the prefab things, and I built that just outside my office here. Used his shelving and his polystyrene sheets to clad that out, and that's where I store all my listed stock now. In addition to this room, and I also have 2 other places where I store unlisted stock as well, which is basically death pile.
Yeah, that's good though. How many items, Derek, do you reckon that'll hold though?
I would say it's probably about 3/4 of the way full, and I've got just over 1,000 items
That's
listed.
not bad, yeah.
So I've got plenty of storage, and there's loads of space outside to expand if I need to. I mean, I have thought about building a separate shed onto the side of it, but I don't really need it at the moment, so I'm putting it off.
Yeah, that's cool, mate.
How does that sit with things like planning and whatever? Are you okay? Is it under permitted development or?
Yeah, well, it's just a garage on my land. I've got 2 acres of land, so
nobody will know.
It's pretty much dwarfed by everything else anyway. But yeah, I think it's fine because it's only so size. It's not like a massive garage; it's only a single garage, and it's in effectively my back garden. So yeah, so it's fine on that score. Longer term, I think people might know I've got some barns that I want to deck out and use that as my long-term storage, but that's a few years off yet.
This sounds like a good renovation plan though, the barns and that.
Yeah, eventually I want to move the whole business into there, so I'll have all my storage, my office, everything inside these barns, and then everything else will just be the house. You know, keep it all separate.
Yeah, that's cool, mate. Yeah, definitely. It sounds very good. And then obviously, George, what storage do you have now, and obviously, what do you pay for your storage?
Well, currently no stock is allowed in the house anymore unless I'm testing electronics or, like here, I've packed and it's ready to go. So currently, I have to go.
Beaster's there as well.
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh, he's there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got my garage. It's like an ex-council garage. That's about £55 a month, which is really good. And my big yellow self-storage, I've got 75 square foot, and every 4 weeks it's around 138 every 4 weeks. So pricier, but that includes insurance.
Yeah.
It's safe, dry. I can go in at most hours basically. So yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah,
definitely. That's always a good thing to have lots and lots of storage, so you can buy those big bulky items.
Yeah, I am planning to combine the two and get a bigger unit, but that's quite a jump up in price.
Oh, I see.
Sort of like that with it at the minute.
Yeah, that's cool. And obviously, you've talked a bit about it, Andrew. What storage do you have now? And
yeah, so I was like George. I had slightly like George. I had an internal storage unit thing. It was costing me about 130 quid a month, and but it wasn't really big enough for me. So I was still getting sat in the house. And then I watched Louise from KLC Reselling's video about a garage, and I thought, why don't I go outside, as it were, and get a shipping container? So it's twice the size, cost me 100 quid a month. It's nice and dry, it's all insulated and stuff, and it's perfect that I can actually finally get the stuff out of the house.
Yeah. How far is that from your where you live anyway?
Well, it's about 3 miles from home, but it's next to the post office I use, so it's
excellent.
And my old place, I could only get in during office hours, 9 to 5. So with me working full time, it's difficult for me to get to. This one's 24/7 access. So
well, that's all right then. Yeah, it's a good thing. Nice one. That's always good to have, like, especially next to a post office. Definitely. And obviously, Nick, do you want to talk about what storage you've got now?
Yeah, well, where I'm sat was our garage. We used to rent storage and office space, but back when I started the YouTube channel, and at that point we paid to have this converted. So this is now interior space. It's connected to the house, and then we have a rear extension, which is kind of like a conservatory really, and Andrea has taken that over. So Andrea works out the back, I work in here. So currently everything is contained at home. I also have the the notorious loft, which is random. I tend to forget exists. But yeah, I've kind of done most things. I've had storage off-site and paid for that. I was trying to remember what we used to pay. It wasn't cheap. We only had that for about a year or so, maybe 2 years. But this suits us now.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, this wasn't cheap to do. I think off the top of my head, it was about 15,000 to convert this.
Right.
But the beauty of that is that it's added that much to the value of the house anyway, potentially. So it's not like that money's gone.
Yeah, it's always it always seems fully used.
Yeah, I feel I've got it. Yep.
And same to you, Azee. What storage do you have now, and obviously how much do you pay for your storage?
At the moment, well, we used to be in here, and then we recently got ourselves a little office space. It is pricey. It's about 400 a month, 408, I think, to be precise, including VAT. But that does include internet, water, gas, electric, all that jazz. It's alarmed, secure, all that stuff. It's not just storage. I get to work out of there as well. So. And it's got enough room for when Beck is going to be there full time at some point in the future, then we'll still have enough room for both of us to be there as well. So
yeah, it's always good to get the stock out of the house, and then obviously when you come home, you don't have to worry about, oh, I've got this bits here, I've got to list this, got to do this. You can just do it. Obviously, like during the day, and when you get home in the evening, you can just sit down, have a relax, or play Fortnite or whatever else, which is always a good thing. Less stress.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the questions. We've got a question from Kez. What's the stickiest item you currently have listed, i.e. it's been listed / relisted for yonks? So we'll ask Corey that one.
I think mine, I've actually just sold mine, my stickiest item, I guess you could say. It was a little like Buzz Lightyear figure.
Yeah.
And it came in a bundle of stuff. So it was just like a side thing. It was listed for like $5.99 and it didn't sell for like 2 years or something stupid like that. I've just finally sold it because I stuck it on auction for like 99p. That was all it went for. So I was kind of happy that it finally sold. But yeah, I would say that was probably my stickiest item.
Yeah, it's always good to get rid of it though. When you've had it for ages, you see it there and there. You're like, why won't it go? But yeah, it's great to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, same to you, Derek. What's the stickiest item you've got on your ka-chings? Stickiest item you've got on your eBay currently, and how long has it been there?
Yeah, I think it's probably a set of Mario figures.
Right.
I've got 3 of them, but I've also found some more now. I'm going to bundle with it to try and get rid of it, but I think I've got them at £5 delivered, and they're not shifting, which I'm quite surprised about, because I would have thought they'd be fairly popular for like stick-on.
Yeah, Mario, yeah, definitely.
But I think there's just so many out there, they're just rubbish figures.
Yeah, definitely.
They didn't cost me anything, they were in a junk box probably from an auction.
Oh, fair enough. And Derek, by the way, why is there a bear on top of your light? Is it on the other side?
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Bristol bear. That's what I got at the
I wonder what it was.
meetup. Yeah.
Nice one.
I need to get Shrek Piglet out of the car.
Yeah, that's cool. And then obviously the same question to you, George. What's your stickiest stock on eBay today, and how long has it been there?
I'm still scrolling through my eBay shop quick.
Right. Okay,
the one I can find is a ex-circus sign. It was like from a ride, like a wooden painted sign.
Right.
They used to be really hot and went for really good money, but I've had that for a year and a half now. Well, what's it on now? I think it's on 120 now. It was listed at like 295, but that's the stickiest thing for me at the minute.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, it's weird what kind of doesn't sell, and then obviously you list something and sometimes it sells within the hour. You're like,
yeah,
you can never tell the algorithm of eBay. But who's ka-ching again?
Me.
Nice.
I've had one sale.
Question to you.
One sale is killing me.
Andrew.
What's the stickiest? I've just sold it.
It's stopping. How long has it been there?
Yeah, I sold the stickiest item actually. I had this VTech Wally game thing that I had listed for about a year now. I just sold over the weekend, thank God.
Nice one.
That's long street. At the minute, the stock is menopause pills. So, ladies, is any of you out there that need some menopause pills? Hit me up. Type in Money Mental Emporium into eBay and go get those pills.
There you go. See that again. And obviously, same to you, Nick. What's your stickiest stock you've got on your eBay, and how long's it been there?
No idea, to be honest. That's something that is annoying me. You might be able to see them sticking out of the shelves back here. There's these two dolls. They're OG dolls,
right?
Not original gangster dolls. They're I think it's our generation. And we bought them. They were RA. We bought them for 20 quid each. And at the time when we bought them, we figured we'd get about 40 or 50, but they just haven't sold, and I can't shift them. So they spring to mind. And that accordion, it's not particularly that I've had it a long time. It's just that we sold it and it came back. So
yeah, I would be
mind all the time because it sits there just like staring at me. So that's annoying.
What's the oldest thing in your loft, Nick?
The oldest thing in the loft. I've got a load of I bought a job lot of plumbing parts. Big water plumbing parts like Plason, big like 2-3 inch gauge ones, about 5.5 years ago. There's like massive sacks of them. It was a great deal. There's probably like 500 quid to £1,000's worth of stock there, and I've just never got them down and listed them.
Yeah, I think I get around to listing it.
Vintage plumbing parts now.
Yep.
Yeah, probably obsolete now.
You never know. Someone might want them.
Yeah,
you never tell who wants what.
There's always something else that needs doing, so I never bother to bring them down.
There's a question in the chat for George. People want to know if he's dyed his hair.
Dyed my hair?
It's a different colour, apparently.
I think it's just the light. I haven't dyed my hair, don't worry.
Yeah, but it's very slick, though. Nice, slick back hair.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, but people... while I was reading on your last vlog you did the other day, people were saying how different you look with your hair down, because obviously you went down that big slide thing.
Oh, yeah, the holiday one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does move. Told you.
Then obviously, same to you as I hear about your sticky stock on eBay, and how long's it been there?
Currently, I think the oldest items we've got are 622 days unsold. If you actually go to like the growth tab, I think you can look at your underperforming listings, and yeah, we've got RC parts that haven't sold for now 622 days. So,
I'm trying to think for me, or a few. I'll probably one sticks to mind. I had a bundle of Where's Wally books, and they've been on there about a year, and been doing auctions, biting our best offer. I can't really thinking of slinging them through the first floor window. It's been on that long, but yeah. Oh, cool. Let's have a look on the chat. Let's go up. I did see a question, but it's just jumped.
I saw one from Stu Mandry about how much. He was asking what value unlisted stock do you reckon we've got?
Oh, God. Do you want to start, Andrew?
I reckon I've got at least 20 grand sat about at a minute.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm trying to think what I've got. At least 5, but roughly, to be honest. Yeah, it kind of varies though, on the volume of stuff and what sort of things are worth in that respect. I did see 50 Trooper. It says live ka-ching and everyone jumps, which is fair enough. I go and do it in a charity shop and make everyone else jump.
The worst thing in the world when you're in a charity shop and you get a ka-ching. Always makes me feel
really loud. Yep.
I think I managed to catch one when I was at the boot sale and I was recording for that last video. I was literally buying something and my phone went off in my pocket. What can you do?
Yeah,
You don't know how to react, do you? You just got kind of play it off like, what, my phone? No idea.
Exactly. I was going to say, Pete, we might have to stick to the questions you had before because we're going to struggle to get through it all.
Yeah, no, that's cool, mate. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
What storage would you like on the future is the next one, I think.
Yeah. What storage? Yeah, would you like in the future? Go to Corey for that one.
I think I'd like to have like an actual unit if we're talking about like future wise. Like I'd like to have like a business unit to operate out of for eBay, Amazon, and whatever I'm doing at that period in time, I guess. But definitely 100% don't want to be doing it out of my room forever. I want to get to a point where it's like room, then maybe like little storage unit, and then move into more like a commercial business unit. Because when you're at that point, that's when you can kind of like employ a few people, hire a few people to go for like packing, messages, all of that kind of fun stuff that you have to deal with.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's my.
Yeah, that sounds really good. And then you can go out and buy really big items, have more space to buy more.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah, because also at the moment, I say obviously you're limited on space.
It makes it difficult. I think one tip that I could give someone who is like just starting out and you have got a limited space, try and go for like smaller, higher profit items to get started with. Otherwise, your room or wherever you're operating out of will get clogged up very quickly. And I'm sure like everybody here can probably agree with that as well.
Yeah, totally.
They've been in that same place.
Yeah, definitely. And same to you, Derek. You did touch on the future of your storage. So, what storage would you like in the future?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I've got old barns attached to my house, so they're completely derelict at the moment. They're full of rubbish and they've got broken roofs, so I need to repair the roof, and then plasterboard the walls and things like that. So we're talking probably 5 years' time before I actually get round to moving in for the business, but that's my aim long term. Because they've gotten upstairs and all of that, so it would be really good. And then at that stage, I hope the business is going so well, I'll be able to utilize all that extra space, for all the storage I'm going to need as the business expands. So yeah, it'll be good to be able to keep it all on site as well.
Yeah, it's always a very good business plan for the next few years. Obviously, keep it on site. And then obviously once it's done, and then because obviously I didn't realise it had 2 floors though.
Yeah, there's an upstairs. You wouldn't want to go up there at the moment, but yeah, there's 2 floors. Yeah, it'll be brilliant eventually, but a lot of work before that happens. At the moment, the business is so small, don't really need it. So there's other priorities before I do that, but long term, definitely, I would like to.
Yeah, definitely sounds good.
Get going, yeah.
Yeah, always look forward to seeing other people and how they expand their business. Yeah. And
we could have a party at your house, Derek.
I'm thinking about a party. Have a rave up. Hopefully not of his big barn area.
Yeah, I'll be throwing out the shapes. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box, job done.
Yeah. Dear. And George, what storage would you like in the future?
Probably the same as Corey. One like a sort of mini warehouse type retail unit, not like a shop like 9 till 5. Just sort of I can bowl up whenever I want, put the shutters up.
Cool.
It's got like internet, loads of racking and stuff. That's the sort of the end. Well, not end goal, but like the top goal. But
would you have people coming to sell to you if you had that set up?
Yeah, sort of loose hours, but it would be sort of you can come look if you want, sell stuff. But I've never been sort of 9 till 5 like Craig's List Hunter, his shop. I couldn't do that. Just the commitment. I'd
Yeah.
think it would. Yeah.
That is the downside of retail, is the commitment hour wise. It takes it out of you.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. If you could pull that off, that would be amazing.
Yeah, one of my local auctions, he had like the perfect size unit that I've got in mind, and he was sort of similar. You turn up whenever you want, have a chat and a coffee, sell him some stuff, buy stuff off him. Yeah.
You could almost have a Facebook page where you say, go on there and check, and you could just log in and say, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So people just have to go to the Facebook page. They know whether you're there or not.
Yeah.
Turn up and offer you their junk, and then, yeah, happy days.
Better have some good security though, because if people see you're not there, I'm raided.
So I've got a guard dog.
Yep.
Yeah, but they can soon find out you're not there just by rocking up and knocking on the door. So it's not going to change much.
And then obviously the same question to you, Andrew, about your future of you. What storage you like in future?
I want a warehouse. Go big.
Go big and bold.
Go big or go home. I want a massive warehouse full of tat. There's the perfect one that's going for about 450 quid a month, just a couple of miles away from me.
All right.
It looks like it's already belonged to a reseller, because it's got like one floor is office over the warehouse floor, and it's got all the lighting set up and everything ready for taking pictures for eBay. But I can't justify that expense when I'm full time at work.
Yeah, I understand that. And obviously, same to you, Nick. I know you've got your area, but would you like to expand in the future, or are you comfortable with what you've got?
No, if anything, I'd like to size things down even more. I've been seriously thinking about, since I chatted to Martin at Habu recently, been seriously looking into whether the numbers work to send not everything. It wouldn't make any sense to send like media that's small and I can just chuck in a jiffy bag in seconds. Anything else that involves a certain amount of time and work and effort, packaging and shipping and storing, I'm thinking of potentially just sending it all to them and seeing how that works. Then I can reclaim so much space. So I'm looking into maybe working with them a lot more now.
Yeah,
and then we can downsize it. Yeah, we can downsize a lot more then.
Yeah.
So if anything, that's the goal for us, is to downsize. I've kind of been there and done the warehouse thing, and it was great, but yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Do you worry though that if you shipped all the stuff out there and you had all those empty shelves, that you would just fill them up at your next car boot?
Well, that shouldn't be a problem if I can just ship it all off down there again. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, ideally, we'd have extend our kitchen, which is the other side of that back wall, into here and have extra space here, and we'd just run it out the back office or something, potentially. Claim the space back for the house.
All right. Do you see a time frame for that, or?
No, it's just a random idea. You know,
That's cool.
Make it up as I go along, Pete.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But it's cool. It's cool though to have an inkling of what you like to do. And then same to you, Z. What storage would you like in the future?
At the moment, I think we're pretty happy with the amount we've got. Because there's always a worry, if you get more, you're just gonna fill it with more stuff.
Yeah.
I'd rather just concentrate on, buying better in the future, so that we can work out the same space but still grow. Yeah,
that's always a very good thing though, that you not to have too much of stuff. Obviously, if you like Tom, and then he's got so much stuff he doesn't know what to do with it. But yeah, it's a good thing. Let's have a look.
What's your dream, Peter?
Me, probably me. I would like to get in the future a little unit, because obviously where I live, it's not far from a big trading estate, and there's quite a few units I do see quite often. But obviously down south they go for mega bucks.
Yeah.
So it's a nice sort of dream in a way, but what I would like to happen in the future. So a couple of questions more. Any tips for storage, i.e. good storage boxes? So we shall go to actually, let's start off with Derek. Have you got any tips for storage?
I would say make sure you label the storage, and so like each shelf has a number or some sort of category. So when you list something, you can say it's on shelf A, shelf B, etc. I mean, you can use the SKU field in eBay, which I've only just started using myself recently. So I used to just put the code in the description of the eBay listing, but I've started to use the actual SKU section now. Yeah, and when it sells, you know where to go to pick it off your shelf.
Yeah, definitely. Don't spend.
That would be my top tip. Boxes and stuff. I generally just use the ones I get free from the auctions. I get crates all the time. So I know people say about the really useful boxes, but I've never really stacked stuff really high on boxes. I always put them on shelves, unless it's a death pile, which is literally just a big pile of stuff. Yeah. So categorize your shelving would be my top tip.
Yeah, it's a very good top tip actually. Yeah, because you don't want to spend ages, especially when you sell something. You're going to go, "Where's that?" or "Where's this?" Yeah, it's always a good thing.
It doesn't always
same
work.
to you, George. Any tips for storage?
I would say don't be scared to like rent somewhere to get away from the house, especially if you have like family, like partner, because it does cause friction at times. Also, it gives you that space to come home and then you can chill out better instead of you're at work all the time. Yeah, it might be another expense, but obviously it's tax deductible and you should make a lot more than what you're paying out anyway to make it worth it. And also I recommend really useful storage boxes as well.
Yeah, where do you get yours from though?
I bought what's the biggest size you can get? 145 litre. I got one of them from Homebase today. I think it was £38 or something, but they're huge.
Yeah, that's not bad actually. Yeah,
and it takes anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Homebase, they've obviously got good deals going on all the time. So
yeah,
that's good. And then also Andrew, tips.
Yeah, really useful boxes all the way. I think I've mentioned that a few times. The problem isn't just with stacking boxes. The cheaper ones, if they're exposed to extremes of temperature, can go brittle and break. I think George found that with his own bargains one.
Yeah, yep.
They just sort of collapse. So it's worth investing that money in quality. Really, it does make a hell of a difference. And Homebase doing some good deals at the minute, as George says, and Ryman's the stationers doing good deals as well. Just ordered about £100 worth from them yesterday, so definitely invest in storage.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing. And obviously, same to you, Nick.
Well, I've just grabbed it in time.
Nice one.
Eric kind of covered what my tip was going to be, and that's implement some sort of inventory system if you can. Not that mine is any good. But for smalls, I have this. If you see something like this at a car boot sale or somewhere, just grab it, even if you have to pay fairly good money for it, because for small stuff like, I don't know, jewelry, Lego minifigures, anything small that will fit in one of these drawers, it's invaluable. And you can find it in seconds. These actually have a pre-written on reference number. I've got 2 of these little shelving units and they're fantastic. There's all sorts of weird and wonderful goodies in there. So if you see it, grab it. You can buy them new. But that one actually came from when we had a retail shop, and that used to have all our badges in it. On the front was all the different, I think we had 150 different badges we'd sell with bands on and stuff. So that's where the badges were in on the back. But I just ripped the front off when we closed the shop. And I used the storage box. So yeah, if you find one of them, grab it.
Yeah, it's always a good tip. Like, there's obviously so many little drawers there, so much you can put in there that you wouldn't have if you didn't have it, because it'll be all over the place.
Yeah, it's perfect for Lego. For a while we did Lego and nothing but Lego, and we had hundreds of little like, used to be able to buy them in Poundland. I think you still can. Fast food boxes. I think you could get 10 for £1. And I used to have those all stacked up with different SKU numbers on the front for all the different Lego parts. We had hundreds and hundreds of those, so that worked well.
That's cool. And Z, any tips for storage?
I've grown to really like using these like heavy duty crates that shops use, because they're similar, I guess, to really useful boxes, but probably even more hard wearing, but they're not see-through. So if that's important, then obviously they're no good. Mine are they're like clear and they come in different colors. They're pretty cheap. You can get them on eBay. Normally people sell them in 5s and 10s. And what I like about them is you can stuff them with pretty much anything, any weight. And they're durable, knock them around. I only came into them when we bought out our first RC haul, because that's what they were stored in the shop, and we were just like, wow, these are so much better than any of the boxes we've been using up till now. So we just carried on using them. One tip, I suppose, is like when you start on the storage like path, as it were, buy the right thing at the first time. So if it is a really useful box, stick with that, because sometimes it's about how uniform your storage is, because the biggest space suck in your storage is going to be when you've got different shaped storage, because you're not going to be able to make the most of the space you've got.
Yeah, it's always a good thing though to get the right boxes and stuff and crates and what you can find at the time, because obviously there's a lot of good deals out there, because obviously you don't want to keep coming back and forth to different boxes, because obviously that can cost you quite a considerable amount of money.
I'll just echo what Zahir was saying about buying those retail boxes. They're what, all of the major stores use, like Next and stuff, for carting around their clothes and stuff, and those things are indestructible. We've got, I think, 15 big ones from when we used to do clothing. We had the unit, and I still use them now, and there's loads in the loft all stacked up, and they're just indestructible. And you can probably get them cheaper in bulk on eBay than you can the really useful ones. I think that the bonus about the really useful boxes is they're really nice and square.
Yeah,
Stack really neatly. These aren't great for that, but they still work.
Yeah. And the see-throughness is useful because you can see what you.
Oh,
Andrew's got
Andrew as well.
Oh, he's done. But if you've got that a link to those sort of crates and boxes, do send me over the links and I'll put them in the description.
Oh.
Back, Andrew.
we lost you, Andrew. You back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm here.
Okay. Cool. And the same to Corey. Any tips for storage?
I would say don't cheap out. I think with storage, more than anything, you get what you pay for. If you pay like £10 for some shelving units, you're going to be able to tell that they're worth £10.
Yeah,
Same with like storage boxes and all of that kind of stuff. Like, don't hold back, because it's something that's so important and can cost you money, as George learnt recently, unfortunately. Yeah, I would say it's a big tip is just to not cheap out when you're going into buying storage options.
Yeah, definitely, and especially like when you've got to move boxes around, you don't cheap ones, because obviously you could be holding hundreds of pounds worth of stuff, and obviously if you got
all right,
if you got it in your hand, then obviously
you're never going to live that down, George. I just like to say about buying racking. Don't shy away from going secondhand. All this stuff here is metal racking, probably from the 60s. It's Dexian racking. I bought it all from a printers that was going out of business, and I probably paid less per unit than a lot of the cheap stuff you buy in B&Q. So have a look around on local pickup racking. If you can buy the metal stuff, it's fully adjustable. It just has like nuts and bolts on it. Yeah, have a look around. You'll be surprised what you can get cheap on eBay.
Yeah, it's always a very good thing though, because how long you had that racking, Nick?
Maybe 7 or 8 years.
Nice one. It's still going very, 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 very strong.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably 50 years old. It's still stuff. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, the racking I've got in my garage is probably 50s or 60s racking. Really old stuff, but it's solid as anything.
Yeah, and the beauty is, I mean, if I ever downsize, I could sell this for what I paid for it in a flash.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool. Let's have a look.
I don't know if it's been said, Pete. Can I just say congratulations on reaching 1,000? I don't know if it was mentioned.
Thank you very much, Nick, and cheers everyone in the chat and all my new subscribers for getting me past that 1,000 subscriber base. Much appreciated, because I had to have quite a few subscribers recently.
Fantastic.
Much appreciated.
Are you allowed to go live on mobile devices yet?
I haven't tried it today, but I didn't yesterday. But
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that to come through for the monetization. But I'm sure I will in the future.
Nice.
That is my dream, to be able to go live 24/7 from anywhere in the world. You'll never get rid of me from YouTube.
We can see what you're cooking.
Subscribe to me on YouTube, people, and make that happen.
I'm 30 away from 2,000. I've just checked.
Lovely. I'll tell you what I've done. I've linked all the channels below in the description. Do go and check all the channels out and give them a subscribe, because obviously they do some great content. A couple of bits up here. Has anyone else got anything they want to add?
There was a question that I thought was quite cool.
Okay,
I've lost it though. Here it is. Hitman UK. What gives you more of a buzz, your eBay or your YouTube?
Oh, that's a very good question. For me, I think it's 50-50. I still get a thrill of a ka-ching and kind of looking and see what it is. Even the smaller price items, I thought, oh, that's sold nice. But I still like going out and about doing vlogs and car boots and whatever else. But I think 50-50 for me. What about yourself, George?
Reselling all day long, but probably quite close. But you can't beat finding that cool item for like dirt cheap, selling it for whatever.
Yeah, that's
money. But then, yeah, I've only started, was it half a year now? I've been on YouTube, but yeah, that's a sort of different buzz. Like, oh, people like me. I'm not an idiot.
I was going to say that. I
Hey,
think it's
you won't go that far, George.
They're massaging my ego.
Just because people like you doesn't mean you're not an idiot. Just look at me.
Oh yeah, I didn't power up my laptop, did I? I've dropped off.
That's fine. And obviously, same question to you, Corey, as well.
I was going to say, I think it's two different types of enjoyment. Like, one of them kind of caters to like the creative side and like it kind of fulfills you in that sense. And then the other one kind of caters more towards like your business mindset or however you like to approach it. So I would say like, it doesn't really make sense, but I'd say 100% in both. So definitely 200%, because it's two so different things that you can't really put them against each other, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah.
Can I rephrase the question slightly?
All right, go on in.
If you made as much money from YouTube as you did from eBay, I think that would make it the choice, wouldn't it, really? Because for me, then it would definitely be YouTube.
I don't know, though. I still find the thrill of finding the item on eBay and flipping it for X amount plus. Even though if I made it as big as some people do, it wouldn't kind of shy me away from doing eBay. But
if I was making the same amount of money on YouTube as I was through reselling, I think I'd need to step up my reselling game.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
the way that I see it.
1,000,000 subs by the end of the year.
Yep.
Go.
And what about you, Derek?
I really enjoy doing YouTube, but definitely the reselling for me. Yeah, the YouTube's good. I enjoy doing it. I like making the content.
Yeah, I like your haul from the hall. That's a very good one.
It's basically, I guess the YouTube's a little bit of a hobby, whereas the reselling is my business. So
yeah, totally.
Yeah, so I agree with Corey. Really, they're two sort of separate things, really, for me. Anyway, yeah, reselling.
Yeah. Wait for it.
Ka-ching.
Oh, it's a question. Whose question was that?
That was me, but it should have ka-ching.
I find that with YouTube as well. Like, share your wealth of knowledge as well. I get quite a few questions. People asking me, not so much like what is this worth, but other questions. I'm like, I've got a clue, but I suppose I better think about it. So, same to you, Nick, with the question with what Stu Mandrew said about the reselling and the YouTube.
Well, I don't think anything replaces that buzz of finding something that
Yeah,
you're
of course,
excited about picking up, and that's never going to change for me. That and getting that ka-ching of something that is a really great sale. But I love what's happened to our channel recently, and I've got such a thrill out of that. And it's that's a completely different thing for me. And I think Corey nailed it. YouTube for me is that creative outlet. It's a social outlet. It's totally different to what I get out of reselling. But I love
houses in Chelsea now, aren't you, Nick? According to some people on Facebook, with your earnings.
in Chelsea. Oh yeah, of course.
Making like $5 a week, aren't you, or per video apparently?
Yeah, I remember that. £5 a week from YouTube was like, what?
Damn.
If only.
£5 or
That's
so.
why I put that video out, sharing openly what that one video made me, because some people have a strange idea of how much you can do really well out of YouTube. That's not.
I can. Yep.
And some people who are in the multi-million subscriber channels, they're making a crazy amount of money. But on our level, it's nice.
1%. Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah, it's just doing what you kind of enjoy, and if you enjoy it, that's fine. It makes you happy.
Yeah, being like a top earning YouTuber is probably the equivalent of getting into a Premiership football team as a.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? In terms of actual like numbers, there's very few people that do that kind of, have that kind of success. I'd say.
Oh, definitely.
But saying that, I think like reselling or like this is more like Derek said, it's like a business. So I feel it's not as much fun. Like I've done YouTube videos for years, like really daft ones as well, and I just loved. If I had to choose, if money wasn't involved, obviously if money's involved, I've got to go where the money is, which is the selling stuff online. But otherwise,
didn't you review a burger? See?
I've reviewed burgers. I've made videos about chocolate bars. Anything really I fancied. I just love doing it.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to get that sort of balance, obviously with your business, and then obviously what you enjoy with the YouTube videos. Because obviously, I think for me, like the YouTube wise, I enjoy creating the vlogs where I go out and about. Like I love doing them, but then again, I still have that inkling to do a lot of reselling videos and stuff, which I've got one coming out tomorrow, what I brought on my last car boot. So it's that sort of 50-50, and then obviously that balance of reselling, which is always getting that sort of buzz with the ka-chings, that sort of thing. So okay, so what I always try and end on, normally if I remember, is ask if I have guests or for myself, is ask what videos have you got coming up on your channel this week? And so Corey, what videos you got coming up on your channel?
I'm filming a vlog tomorrow, so hopefully that'll come out within this week, most likely. I do really enjoy doing vlogs. Like I love going out and filming them. I really enjoy editing the vlogs a lot more than like the sit down videos, but it's just kind of finding the time to do it, especially trying to balance that around work and stuff like that. But yeah, that's probably going to be the main thing that's going to be coming up on my channel.
That's good. I'll look forward to that one. And Derek, got any videos coming up on your channel?
I actually uploaded one earlier, which is the car boot sale haul. So I had that one. I'll probably have a sales update at the end of this week, and then next week, no doubt, another car boot sale haul. Hopefully,
yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it's always enjoy from the haul and see what you pick up.
Yeah, I've still got to upload my classic mini vlog as well.
That one, yeah.
I've still got to edit it and get it uploaded, but I do plan on doing that one as well.
Yeah, that's cool. And same to you, George. What videos got coming up on the channel?
I was filming today actually. Got 2 planned this week. Took a leaf out of Nick's book. I got me GoPro on my head and my unit, taking orders from the weekend.
That's my idea. In fact, it wasn't. It was Lonnie's.
That was Lonnie's idea. So, that should be out tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. And then a boot sale video again. I've finished filming my pickups. So yeah, 2 from me.
Lovely. Always go and check all the channels out. And Andrew, live videos, what's coming on channel?
Yeah, so I've got a couple of videos due. I've got another eBay sales update, exciting times. And I also, Josh from the JD network has done a video for me to show me how to make macaroni cheese. So I'm going to do a live making macaroni cheese, live cooking with Andrew special.
Okay.
In response to that, that's going to be later this week. Right, I'm on. Of course, I'll be live with Corey and Louise this Thursday as well.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I'll try and catch that one.
Yeah, it'll be 8 o'clock on the Money Mental UK channel, and we'll be talking about a subject which I came up with this morning and I've already forgotten about.
It's just something got to keep on top of it. And Nick, what you got coming up on the channel this week? Videos?
Funnily enough, another video where I strapped the GoPro to my head. And also a video that I might film tomorrow, which is going to be titled Free, as in FREE, is the magic number.
Sounds very interesting. I look forward to that one.
Yep.
And Z, what videos got coming up?
The Friday chat with Beck. Other than that, I've not really got anything.
Where's the motivation videos going? I liked them.
I'm motivated to play Fortnite at the moment, so I'll probably be playing a lot of Fortnite and messing with my shiny new PC.
I want to see
i9.
I want to see you with a headband strapped to you, giving it all this, doing the exercise videos, the aerobics for us.
Definitely. And for me, as I say, I've got a car boot video coming out tomorrow. I've got to film that tomorrow. My Wednesday live this week is moved to Thursday, just for this week. I've got to go out on Wednesday. Friday, I'm just showing a few pickups for my gaming collection. Apart from that, just the usuals, pretty much. So it's gone 13 minutes past. So much appreciated for everyone popping in the side chat and for all the legendary people I've been talking to. So I appreciate you popping in for Reseller Lads Live. So
we've got thoughts on who would like to host next before we go?
Yep.
I will.
Done.
Yeah, George done. Lovely.
Ah, damn it.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Yeah, do go and follow everyone's channel. The links are down below in the description. And I say once again, thanks everyone for popping in. Like, share, and subscribe. And what I'll catch you later. Thanks for popping in, guys.
Cheers. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Well done, Pete.